Hello everyone, this is Main Street with Constance. I am Constance Lyles Brown Willingham, and it's December already! I know you're participating in all the stuff that's going on downtown. Wow, it's just been crazy, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and still more to come. Today we're going to talk about parenting tips for the holidays. Toy safety, just safe and sound things that you need to think about, be aware about as the holidays are coming up. Just some guidelines to help you choose that toy that's safe for your child. And also, we encourage you to share these tips with caregivers, grandparents, because you know children visit everybody's house, grandparents and things like that. Just assure that they all have a fabulous holiday and a safe visit holiday, so to make everybody's home safe and the gifts are appropriate for your child. Okay, so looking to choose developmentally appropriate toys. Pay attention to the age range and warnings on the labels. Be sure you read those, that you've got the right age for the child you're purchasing the gift for. And if there are any warning labels on that package that you might want to think about before you make that final purchase for them. So if you can't find directions or age requirements on that item, do not purchase, okay? You get home and it's not what you thought it was and it's causing a lot of issues. You got to go back to the store. Read the fine print before you leave the store. Okay, dispose of your plastic wrap and packaging before giving toy to your child. Plastic stuff, kids like to play with it. That's not a good idea at all. Something can go wrong. Also, teach the children how to use the toy safely and properly. That way, if something breaks or whatever, you know that you've done the right thing. So there's nothing like being disappointed because, Mommy, it doesn't work. So be sure you check out all those little details. Reducing choking risks, part of the plastic, things like that, and other little tiny small parts or pieces on the toy that can easily fall off, maybe inside the box or inside the package, or they fit into the insides of toilet paper rolls. Can easily become a choke tool, so you want to be careful of that. Also, don't forget to purchase and properly use the safety equipment that is needed in order to use the item. I know sometimes you might get in a hurry, a rush, you forget batteries, things like that, or the itty-bitty tiny screws that might need to be tightened up so they don't come loose and it falls into millions of pieces and you're going, I don't have time to deal with this puzzle at this time. So think about all those things in advance because you want to make sure that everything is safe for your child. And also, as you are putting the toy together in advance, maybe you need some safety glasses or something for the toys. You don't want objects shooting off and around and punching you in the eye, something like that. So keep toys appropriate for the children's age, the younger ones and the older ones, out of reach, and separate the toys from younger children. So you need to have them by age category. That's the importance of finding the age on that packaging. So to be sure to check these items for age appropriate of your children and the gifts, things like that. So one thing is important. Well, all of this is important, but teach your children how to store their toys properly after they've opened them. Have a storage area, a safe storage area for them to prevent injuries and falls, tripping hazards, and you could break a leg, an arm, or something. So you don't want them all over the place. Help them to become more organized, and they'll appreciate it as they get older. Let's see what else we've got. Routinely inspect the toys for damage, such as something has come loose or or maybe a part broke off and now you've got a sharp part. Now that can be dangerous with the kids. They could cut somebody, cut themselves. So you need to check the toys to make sure it's still in good condition. So you can repair those hazards if they're repairable, or you may need to dispose of the toy. If they can't play with it safely, it's not doing them or you any good. Supervise your children while making crafts. You've got craft kits and things like that, activities that you might do planned for the children during the holidays. Sometimes they often contain multiple small pieces, which could become a hazard, depending on the child's age group and what the craft age group is for. They're small enough for maybe a small child to pick up, oh, I like this, and throw it in their mouth, okay? Not happening. Supervise your children while making crafts. Make sure you've got all the pieces that are required for that specific craft. Like I said, it could become a hazard. And then also, some of those small pieces could fall on the floor and become a tripping hazard. We don't want anyone hitting their head up against the table, chair, or anything like that. Now, be very cautious with toys that have magnets or small buttons on them. Some of those buttons may be batteries, that sort of thing. So ensure that these parts of the toys are secure and they're not easily removed from the toy. You know, children mess and play with everything and stuff falls on the floor, the ground gets on their clothes and stuff like that, and they go, oh look, I think I can eat this. We don't want that to happen. Teach children not to put anything in their mouth from their toys, and always supervise them when they are playing with these items. Avoid toys with toxic materials. Look for the letters ASTM. These products have met the national safety standard. That's very important as you're reading the items on the packaging and things like that. That's something to look for to make sure that the American Society for Testing and Materials has approved that product for use. Electric toys. Okay, we've got a lot of those out there. They should be labeled as UL approved. Very, very important. Also, listen to the toys that make loud noises. Be sure the sound will not damage the child's hearing. Some of them can be very, very loud. Then you've got a ringing in your ear. So imagine what it's doing to your child's ear. Toys are fun and entertaining, but injuries can happen in an instant. And the best way to protect your child is to watch them while they play. Now, I know you can't keep your eye on them every 24 hours, every minute, every second, but teaching them how to use and play with the toys also helps relieve some of your anxiety and that something will not go wrong. So I asked you, do you know where your first aid kit is? Do any of your older children know where the first aid kit is in case something happens? Do you have a first aid kit? Maybe you want to ask Santa to bring you one. So, in case of emergencies, do you have a plan? Does everyone in your house have an assignment and know what to do in case of an emergency? Do the children know how to dial 911? Younger, older, whatever? Do they know their address? Do they know their parents' name? Those are important information that if you need to call 911 in case of an emergency, any type of emergency during the holidays. So we want you to have a safe time with the kids, a happy holiday, no accidents, safe, sound, toy safety, conscious of all potential items that might occur during the season. We want you to enjoy it. So have fun, and we'll catch you later. Hey everybody, more information on Main Street happenings? Check here, Main Street with Constance.
Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.